What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadski and I am back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, I'm going to be going through each of the 3 Blitz Battle Admiral dungeons, and we're going to be going through the teams that I used in order to actually complete the ranking mission for this time around. So you guys knew last week that we had 2 ranking missions on 2 previous Fortnite dungeons. This week, for a couple days, I think it's about 4 days that this is going to be active for, you will have to try and get a certain amount of score done in 1 turn against the Blitz Battle Admiral dungeon. This is not the actual Blitz Battle. The actual Blitz Battle is not returning. These dungeons are just returning so that they can perform the ranking missions on these specific dungeons. They are not an actual Blitz Battle. There's no free legends or anything like that. However, the rewards are actually pretty good, and after I complete each of these runs, you'll actually see the rewards that you get when you complete each of these. So I would highly suggest, if you guys can do it, definitely try and do it. You know, go out of your way to try this, because you get some pretty nice rewards from this. If I remember correctly, you get a gold book from Akainu, you get some cotton candy from Kizaru, and you get some soccer books from Aokiji. So overall, this is going to be really, really good. Hopefully you guys do go on to enjoy the video, and if you guys do, make sure to smack the like button down below. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. So the first dungeon that we're going to be going through is going to be the Akainu dungeon. Now, for each of these 3 specific dungeons, I am using a double Neko team, and the reason for that is that Neko Mamushi is actually one of the boosted characters. Now, there is a whole boosted list. If you check the banner, there is actually a full list of characters that are boosted. However, if you guys did participate in the very first Blitz battle, it is essentially the exact same list of characters that were boosted, so any character that is on that list, you can use any version of that character. Additionally, the new batch that has just come out, the Fujitora batch with Kiros, Rebecca, Violet, etc., all of those characters are actually going to be boosted on the list as well, as addition to the previous list for the Blitz battle. So, if you guys have any of these characters, you want to try and build a team around those characters, because those characters have less cooldown, and they get 1.75 times stats, so it's going to be awesome if you can build a team around them, as you'll be doing more damage overall to actually clear the ranking. Now, talking about the ranking, we have the Akainu dungeon here. With Akainu's dungeon, you have to try and get 7.5 million damage in a single turn, and the best way that I could recommend to you guys in order to try and achieve this is to get your specials ready by stage 4, and then if you encounter Doberman on stage 4, that is where you want to be trying to burst, because Doberman has 6 characters on the screen, including himself. So this is the best opportunity to get the most damage output possible, as you have more enemies to take down. And if you have a special that does damage, make sure you target Doberman, because he has the highest amount of health, so you don't kill any of the mob characters, as you'll see in my example here in this clip. But you also have to make sure that you have enough damage output to actually take on Akainu as well. So you see here, in my specific team, I only used 3 specials against the stage 4 to get the ranking score, and then I'll use the rest of my specials against Akainu himself. So overall, this can be quite tricky, and I do not think that every single player will have the capabilities in order to reach the high rankings on the Akainu dungeon, but I think that a majority of players will be able to clear the Aokiji and the Kizaru ones relatively easily, as long as you are building teams around the boosted characters. That is the key with this event. You want to try and build teams around that boosted list. But overall, I'll leave you guys with the rest of this clip, and I'll see you guys in the Kizaru dungeon. Now we'll be moving on to the next one, which is going to be the Kizaru dungeon of the Blitz battle ranking. And this specific dungeon, you want to try and actually burst on the final boss stage. You do not want to burst on any of the stage 4 bosses. Stalling on and getting your specials for the final stage is going to be the recommended way for you guys in order to try and get the highest score possible. And the reason for that is, once again, there are actually 6 characters on the screen for you to do damage against, which means that you're obviously going to be getting more damage output when there's more enemies on the screen. Now, one thing about the Kizaru dungeon, if you guys don't remember from the original Blitz battle, is the fact that all your crew will be paralyzed for, I think it's 2 turns, and also your right column will be chained for a certain amount of time. So bringing some utility characters that can unbind your crew and get rid of paralysis are going to be extremely useful for the Kizaru dungeon. But on top of that utility, you still need to make sure that you have that damage output to reach 7 million points. You have to reach 7 million points in order to reach the final dungeon level, the level 3 rewards of the Kizaru ranking event. So I'll leave you guys with this team, and I'll see you guys in the Aokiji version of the Blitz battle ranking. Finally, we are going to be talking about the Aokiji version of the Blitz battle ranking. This one is extremely easy. This is the easiest version of these 3 dungeons, specifically because the ranking means that you only need to reach 2 million total damage in 1 turn in order to get the maximum amount of rewards from the Aokiji dungeon. Now, I don't really know why they scaled the difficulty the way they did, because the Aokiji one was 2 million to reach the level 3 rewards. Kizaru was 7 million, and then Akainu was 7.5. I don't really know, I don't understand the scaling there. It seems a bit strange to me. I feel like they definitely should have made the Kizaru one lower, or maybe upped the Aokiji one, but overall, it is the Aokiji one. It is extremely easy to actually beat, but in order to get the ranking, it actually can be a little bit tricky, because stalling can be an issue if you are using characters that are not on the boosted list. In my specific dungeon that I was running, I was using characters that were not boosted in order to get really high multipliers, and it actually did take a while, and it was quite annoying to try and stall, because every hit that you did was just killing everything. So it does depend on what kind of player you are and what pirate level you are on how hard this is going to be. But again, trying to reiterate the fact that you do need to bring boosted characters in order to deal mass amounts of damage to make it a lot easier for you. But anyways, guys, I'll leave you with that, and there is one thing that I want to showcase as well. After this specific clip here, we'll go through a very, very fast team in order to actually farm the Akainu dungeon continuously after you then complete the ranking mission for the Akainu dungeon. So I'll see you guys after the clip of Aokiji. So here is a very fast speed farming team you guys can use in order to actually farm the Akainu dungeon. So why would you want to farm it? It's because it's here for a couple days. You can drop +3 cotton candies. Every candy you drop is +3, and there is a chance you can actually drop universal skill books from this as well, which is fantastic. Now, one thing about this though is the fact that this specific team isn't actually as fast as you can go. If you have the Int Rare Recruit Crocodile at max special, if you have the Dex Rare Recruit Kinemon, if you have the Quick Rayleigh, those 3 characters characters can replace Fuji, Inu, and Haruta, and you can build an extremely fast team with all boosted characters that just have AoE damaging specials, and you can clear through the dungeon extremely quickly. This team only takes like 50 seconds, and you can beat the Akainu dungeon. I really wish this was available during the Blitz battle, but that's going to end the video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, make sure to smack the like button down below, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post on my channel, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.